2 minutes. One minute. Ladies and gentlemen, this quarterfinal match will consist of 2 tiebreak sets using no act scoring. A 10-point match tiebreak will be played at 1 set off. To the right of the chair from the United States, Novikov, and from Chile, Julio Peralta. To the left of the chair from the United States, Kuznetsov and Sandgren. Kuznetsov Sandgren won the toss and chose to receive. Time.
Quarterfinal doubles for you. Just after 4 o'clock on our stadium court. Had an extended break to get this court up to speed here for this matchup. Alex Kuznetsov, Tennys Sandgren taking on Denis Novikov. And Julio Peralta, Mike Cation with you on the call. It's great to be here. Stadium court at the Landings Club Tennis Academy. Novikov serves as we're ready for play. Nothing like some good baseline tennis to get a doubles match started. Novikov, 21-year-old from San Jose. That same group that included Fratangelo and Kruger. Novikov, often overlooked, but obviously has really come into his own in the last 6 months. Talked about it in a tweet earlier this week, said he's just still struggling to adjust to this clay, this surface, but obviously did so well to start his year, moving into the top 200 for the first time. Came into this week at a career high, 190. Splits the difference.
30-15.
Game points for Denis Novikov.
Game. Novikov, Peralta.
Simple hold. Great to be with you. As we mentioned here, we just got our order of play for tomorrow. As we mentioned a little bit earlier during that Ilias Singh match, we're going to have our 2 doubles semifinals to start the day at 11 o'clock. That'll be followed by all 4 of our singles matches, our quarterfinals, back to back to back to back on our stadium court. Donaldson for Tangelo to start. Kruger, Tiafo, the finish. It will be a great day of action at the St. Joseph's Kendler Savannah Challenger.
And Sandgren to serve.
Tennis out of Wesley Chapel, Florida. A long talk in between matches here with Stan Boster, the terrific coach of Klon, for Tangelo, Jenkins, Kruger. Tennis's singles ranking 463, doubles ranking still a little bit higher, 269. He was really close to cracking into the top 100 at the end of 2013, beginning of 2014. I do find myself wondering about tennis, what would have happened had the hip issue not happened. Would he still be working with Billy Heiser? Would he have crept closer to that top 100 mark that he looked like he was heading for? It's the beautiful thing about life. Tons of what ifs, but all rather pointless. Mixes in a double fault. There goes the racket. Plagued him in his match with Tim Smyczek earlier today. Break chances for Novikov and Peralta. It is a really warm day here for Savannah, about 85 degrees on Skidaway Island. Playing 2 matches, certainly a factor for tennis.
For sure.
Two double faults for Sandgren. Doesn't smash the racket, just lets it think on its own. It's kind of like grounding a child and putting them in the corner. Think about what you've done. Julio Peralta to serve. Peralta, the, I believe, twice retired 33-year-old out of Chile. What a week it's been for Peralta. Only his third match, main draw challenger match won since retiring back in 2004, the first time. Beating his doubles partner, Dennis Novikov. Had double duty as well today, lost to Hyun Chung of Korea, 4-2. Points now 4-3 love. Hold at love for Peralta. It's 3 love. You're watching live streaming on the USTA Pro Circuit. Alex Kuznetsov, 28 years old, training out of Tampa, serves love 3. Doubles ranking has fallen all the way to 416 as he's battled injuries over the last couple of years. It was at one point in his career a top 100 level doubles player, 78 the career high. 8 years ago now. I always find myself wondering if you take guys like Kuznetsov, you take guys like Sandgren, even Rajiv Ram. If you were to force them to just pick one, singles or doubles, and they chose doubles, how good could they get? Peralta says it was good, scuffs out the mark. It's an ace for Kuznetsov, and game points. Beautiful return for Peralta, who I guess you say is a double specialist. I guess. 397 the doubles side, 684 in singles. Nice service game there for Kuznetsov. What a way he's improved his serve over the last 6 months. Has been fantastic working with Matt Foster. Heavily sun-tan lotioned Alex Kuznetsov. Producer Rito comparing him to Batman without the fancy bat belt. Weird hop there, much to the dismay of Alex Kuznetsov. I think this is the first time pairing for these two, maybe once or twice over the years. Of course, Sandgren has partnered many times with Krychek, Ryan Williams, Chase Buchanan. That group all came up together in juniors. But Williams still not at a point where he's playing doubles. Krajicek and Buchanan, of course, are elsewhere. Novikov and Peralta with a first-round victory over the two seeds, Martin and Raja, 5 and 4. And a simple hold for Novikov, 2-4-1 in our first set in Savannah.
Novikov Peralta leads 4 games to 1.
Winner of this one gets the 4 seeds, Sarguesho Magnus, champions a week ago in Sarasota. It's interesting, they're going with both doubles semifinals tomorrow on Friday as opposed to on Saturday. What I'm not clear on, and probably need to ask about, is are we going to just have a day off from doubles on Saturday? Could be what we're doing. Just as I mentioned earlier in the day, we do have a potential for some severe weather on Saturday, rain throughout the day. So it could be we're trying to lessen that load. Would be my guess at this point. The 1 and the 4 seeds advanced to the semifinals. Duran and Zeballos also already there. Bambridge and Brody just got there as well, 3 and 5 over on court 6. Hold it love for Tennys Sandgren. It's always tough when you have 2 doubles teams like you do here. You have guys who have lost today in Peralta and Sandgren. The other 2 guys are already out of this tournament as well. It's hard to get that same level of motivation. And you can tell they're just a little bit fighting to get that in this match. I think it's important, especially when you're trying to get your clay court feet under you, just to take advantage of every opportunity to be on court. Maybe pick something to work on. Sandgren so vocal through that matchup with Smichek earlier today. Really had the crowd on his side as a result. Right into the body of Alex Kuznetsov. Game points for Novikov Peralta. This is just long. It's 5-2 here in Savannah. Kuznetsov serving a pretty big in his opening service game. Served pretty big in a tough opening round loss to Frank Dancevich, 4-4. As we're talking about, those are the kind of things you can work on your serve and volley game. You want to try to incorporate that into your play. See his coach here. Don't know if Matt Foster went down to Saddlebrook again. Peralta wants a look at that mark. I don't think Carey's going to hop out of the chair for that one, though. Game points, Kuznetsov and Sandgren. Missed by a good 3 inches. 5-3. for two pretty easy holds for Kuznetsov in this game, but it will be Dennis Novikov trying to close this one out. I haven't seen Dennis's father, Vladimir, this week. Was traveling with him in Sarasota, also in Maui earlier in the year.
Left. First serve.
Novikov and Sandgren, partners 1 week ago, reached the semifinals in Sarasota before falling to Chung and Sharon 2-4. Good win over Daniel de Molenaer. It's actually the third Challenger semifinal on the year for Novikov. Reached in Dallas with Liam Brody. Maui with Dimitar Kutrovsky was involved in that, shall we say, infamous match with Odesnik and Shabazz. Three missed returns and 3 make it 4 set points for Dennis Novikov. Peralta gets in on the action to make it 6-3 for our first set. You're watching live streaming on the USTA Pro Circuit.
Like that it's co-ed.
It's co-ed, it's a good time.
Tennis on campus strikes a pretty good balance
between school and athletics.
Students first and then athletes second.
It's the best of both worlds.
Another way to really bond with your team.
Giving back to the community.
Habitat for Humanity, Project Nepal,
Ronald McDonald House.
We hit with the YMCA Juniors.
You'll make the best friends you ever make in your life.
We have a great time.
We do a lot of fun things.
We all hang out outside of playing tennis.
We study together, play tennis together, go to movies together.
We're more like family. We just have a blast every time we're together.
Time.
Second set ready to begin here in Savannah. Talking to one of the fellow players here, just said this seems like a match without a lot of energy. And I don't know if I could agree more. This is one where guys at this point again are just kind of going through the motions. Second set tends to ratchet up the intensity though.
Second set.
Just seeing here that the other two wild cards for Tallahassee have been released. Tommy Paul and Kevin King. What a great ball from Julio Peralta right on top of the baseline. Sandgren looking down at that line to see if he could find a different spot. What an absolute great story Julio Peralta is. Great to see him continue to battle it out, twice retired. Peralta looks down at the mark just to make sure, scuffs it out. Trying to turn on that forehand, pop it, use that incredible body movement into it. Still has a game point. Peralta just takes that right into the chest. Break point for Novikov Peralta. One of two in the first set. It's going to be Peralta to take it. Sandgren gets the hold. Don't forget, coming up as soon as this one is over, James McGee, Yoshi Nishioka. We'll have that for you on the live stream. Our last round of 16 matchup winner will get Tim Smichek. 5 Americans into our quarterfinals here at the St. Joseph's Kendler Savannah Challenger.
30 love.
This pretty much sums up what we've seen, just a lot of missed returns and easy putaways on first shots. Hold at love for Novikov.
1 game off.
A little bit too much, cutting off that angle for Sandgren. That will miss by a good 15, 20 feet from Novikov. High backhand volley, always such a challenge. Straight up into the stands. Game points for Alex Kuznetsov. It's 2-1. We're on serve in the second.
2 games to 1.
The amount of missed returns here is getting to a ridiculously high level. Couple of reflex volleys from Novikov. Easy put away for Tennys Sandgren. Little bounce in their steps here. Trying to look back. I believe they won 4 points on Peralta and Novikov's serve so far. Here's the first time they've had an opening, 15-30. A couple of missed first serves for Peralta.
There we go.
I think even I could put that one away.
40-30.
You know, that ball actually just hit tournament director Scott Mitchell's car out in the parking lot. Naughty, naughty, Dennis. Beautiful forehand there for Peralta.
2-game goal.
I see Yoshi Nishioka having a quick snack, some fruit. He'll be on court less than an hour from now. Great close from Peralta. He'll take the lucky net cord though. High formation on the second serve. Key miss for Peralta.
15-all.
That forehand misses by about an inch. Again, pain for Tennys Sandgren.
Sometimes you gotta say it's too much. Just relax.
I think you can hear that at home. Sandgren just telling himself to relax.
There we go.
Peralta has to get one of those two back in play. 2 straight second serves missing. Missed return there as well. Game point for Tennys Sandgren.
Tape can you hit today?
3 double faults for Sandgren in this match.
Tape, 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 tape.
second break point of the set. It'll be Novikov. No, I take that back. It'll be Peralta on the ad side.
Game. Kuznetsov, Sandgren. Kuznetsov, Sandgren, 3-2.
Tennis Novikov serves 2-3. Game points for Novikov Peralta.
40-50.
Ouch. That one also headed for just short of director Scott Mitchell's car. Nice play from Novikov. In years past, maybe he would have let that one sail and hope it goes long, but just took that one out of there. Good swing for 3-all, but we're at least seeing Kuznetsov and Sandgren start to make a dent into the serve. Had plenty of options there, did Peralta. What a return, though, by Novikov. Set that whole thing up perfectly into the corner. Not much that Kuznetsov could do.
First serve.
Somebody's going to have to make a return here if they'd like to win this match. Make some returns consistently. Late communication between Sandgren and Kuznetsov about who should be where, and it cost them. Pressure-packed moment for this one. Great serve from Kuznetsov, 97 to the corner, and a game point for 4-3. Peralta has missed his last, I think this is actually correct, 7 returns. 4-3, Kuznetsov and Sandgren in Savannah. New balls for Julio Peralta, serving at 3-4. What a ball. Although Sandgren is shaking his head. No, he said it did actually hit the line. Good work from Peralta. He has a pair of futures titles this year. One with Darian King in Panama, the other with Juan Gomez Sebastian in Nicaragua. Qualified on the USTA Pro Circuit with Matt Seeberger in Maui. Has his first ace of the match. Also won some events in Chile at the end of the year. In fact, 3 straight to finish the year, one with Matt Seeberger. Restarted his career in Napa with Seeberger. Was working a little bit with Rick DeFust, who Seeberger had hired to be his private coach. I literally think that's 8 straight missed returns, though, for Peralta on the ad side. Right through Kuznetsov.
Why are you suddenly so darn stupid?
I don't know that I've ever seen this kind of a stretch. Peralta, 9 missed returns in a row. That might be some kind of record. 5-4. Kuznetsov and Sandgren inch back out in front in Savannah. Once again, these players trying to move at a pretty decent pace. Novikov, Peralta quickly out of their chairs. It's Novikov trying to stay in the set. 4-5. It's not bad. I see you, Tennys Sandgren.
30-15.
Nice ball right into the body of Julio Peralta. Kuznetsov and Sandgren moved to within 2 points of the set.
40-30. Game, Novikov, Peralta. 5-game ball.
Such an angle. Choose on the athletic DNA hat. Tastes delicious, much like his beloved Chipotle. I understand Chipotle announcing today that they're now going to be offering delivery. Best news ever. 5-all. Well handled by Kuznetsov.
15-0.
I wonder if Chipotle is even cognizant of how much this could change things for tennis tournaments. That seems to me to be 10 straight missed returns for Peralta. Base gets us to 6-5 here in the second set in Savannah.
Kuznetsov captain leads 6 games to 5.
Peralta serves 5-6. Sandgren knew that the dropper was coming, was thinking cross court. Another hold at love, 6-all.
6 games all, second set. Tiebreak. 1-0, Kuznetsov, Sandgren.
Testing the up man has been one of the rare keys to success during this one. You can see all four guys seeming vulnerable when they're inside the box. So again, at this point, Peralta 10 straight return misses. Here's one. Finally gets it, see what happens. So we traded mini breaks early in this tie break. Ball person needing a little bit of instruction over there. Allows Kuznetsov, I should say, allows Novikov maybe to take a bit of a risk here. Go a little bit bigger on this return. Beautiful. 3-2.
3-2, Kuznetsov, Sandgren.
Good look at it here, just that cut ball. Believe it or not, that's a motorcycle alarm. It's just what I think of when I think motorcycle alarm. I think Sandgren tried to match the noise of the car alarm with that shriek. Don't forget, coming up, James McGee, Yoshi Nishioka. We'll have it for you. Let's see, it's 5:20, probably immediately following this one. Yeah, Kuznetsov was taking that one all the way and right into Denis Novikov. Back up a mini break. Sandgren has been plagued by the double faults here today. They'll go eye. Right on the forehand side of Novikov, can't come up with it. 3 set points for Kuznetsov and Sandgren. Good. Novikov, Peralta escape for now, but one more set point, this time on the serve of Alex Kuznetsov. They're going quite a bit up the tee to Peralta. They are going eye once again.
Set.
7-5 in the tiebreak. Match tiebreak to decide this one when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the set break, the 10-point match tiebreak will be closed to decide.
Hartrue Sports, we believe that playing your very best tennis is fueled not only by your grit and tenacity, but also by the commitment and passion of people who, like you, have a desire to excel. Tennis court maintenance people work hard to make sure your tennis experience is the best it can be. When was the last time you expressed your appreciation for the people that take care of your court? Nominate your court care maintenance team for Team of the Year, and they can win a cash prize of $5,000. For contest entry details, visit loveyourcourt.com.
Novikov serves to start this match tiebreak. '89 out to the corner. Interesting adjustment, though, from Peralta there. Decided to back essentially into the fence for that return. Give himself a little bit more time. Also made Kuznetsov commit a little bit early.
3-0. Novikov.
A quick 2 mini break lead for Novikov Peralta. Peralta, the twice retired Chilean star. Gives one of the mini breaks back. Novikov doesn't move a lot up at the net, but he's shown he's been pretty solid here today when he's been forced into action. But you're not going to see a lot of poach. You're not going to see too much eye from him. Doesn't really matter. He's been, as we mentioned, 3 semifinals on the year, looking for number 4. Same thing, Peralta setting up for that return, essentially at the back fence. Don't forget, coming up, James McGee, Yoshi Nishioka. We'll have that for you immediately following this one. Thought we were going to have a little bit of a break. I know 2 of our camera guys, producers, were going to be out there for the fast serve contest. I don't know if we'll have time now. Benefiting a local charity. Kuznetsov at 2-4. Overhead sails. Sandgren has just had one of those days. I'm sure looking forward at this point to being in Tallahassee and restarting. Peralta did a very good job of just deadening his hands there, dropping it in front of Kuznetsov. He drew the error, but also would have drawn maybe a lob at best from Kuznetsov. I had to do some quick math there, but yes, 7 mini breaks in 9 points in this match tiebreak. Yet we had just a single break throughout our first 2 sets. Crushed. Again, hitting Scott Mitchell's car. Tournament director should have a better parking spot than that. Has to know better. Three straight points for Sandgren. Kuznetsov to 6-5. 6-0. Make it 4 straight. Crowd loves it. They've been waiting for some excitement in this match. Finally getting here deep in this match tiebreak. Again, if you are just joining us looking for James McGee and Yoshi Nishioka, we'll have that for you as soon as this one is over. Probably about a 10-15 minute break to get the court back and ready. I feel like that's a major miss from Sandgren. A pretty simple forehand. It got away from him in terms of that height. Didn't look like a ball he could drive. He's been launching himself into that forehand all day. Now you're starting to hear some life out of Kuznetsov and Sandgren. You can hear it back at home. Really pushing, encouraging each other. Again, the winner gets Guescio and Magnus. 5-5 winners earlier today over Ball and Reed. Actually, see Facundo Magnus is not too far from our ball person in that same corner where Kuznetsov's serving and just sitting up on a wall watching this one.
Kuznetsov, Sandgren.
Sandgren was on the move. Committed to it. Just missed it. See who gets our first match point. Great serve from Novikov. Easier finish there for Peralta. 9-8. Novikov and Peralta with the first match point. Where's this emotion been the entire match? Kuznetsov, Sandgren now bouncing around, showing some life. One last time making the turn. Again, McGee and Nishioka still to come here on the live stream. We start again tomorrow, by the way, at 11 o'clock for our doubles semifinals on 2 courts. Winner of this one will be on stadium with us, taking on Guescio and Magnus, followed by the 4 singles quarterfinals starting not before noon, including the 2 All-American quarterfinals, Jared Donaldson, Bjorn Fratangelo, and the 5:30 start for Kruger and Tiafoe. Oh boy. Great ball from Novikov. Just A little bit too much for Kuznetsov. Match point number 2 for Novikov Peralta, this time on their serve. What a ball from Denis Novikov. 11-9 in the match tiebreak. Novikov and Peralta into our semifinals. Coming up in about 15 minutes, James McGee and Yoshi Nishioka. Talk to you then, live streaming on the USTA Pro Circuit.
True Sports, we believe that playing your very best tennis is fueled not only by your grit and tenacity, but also by the commitment and passion of people who, like you, have a desire to excel. Tennis court maintenance people work hard to make sure your tennis experience is the best it can be. When was the last time you expressed your appreciation for the people that take care of your court? Nominate your court care maintenance team for Team of the Year, and they can win a cash prize of $5,000. For contest entry details, visit loveyourcourt.com.